Since the days of George Washington, presidents have delivered some form of final message while in office, a farewell address to the American people. On Tuesday night in Chicago, I'll deliver mine. I chose Chicago not only because it's my hometown, where I met my wife and we started a family, but also because it's really where my career in public service began. The running thread through my career has been the notion that when ordinary people get involved and get engaged and come together in collective effort, things change for the better. That's the belief at the heart of this precious American experiment in self-government. It's what gives work and purpose to each new generation. It's easy to lose sight of that truth in the day-to-day back and forth of Washington or our minute-to-minute news cycles. But remember that America is a story told over a longer time horizon, in fits and starts, punctuated at times by hardship, but ultimately written by generations of citizens who somehow worked together without fanfare to form a more perfect union. Over the past 8 years, we've added our own new chapter to that story. Together, we've turned an economy that was shrinking and losing jobs into one that's growing and creating jobs, with poverty falling, incomes rising, and wages that have jumped faster over the past few years than at any time in the past 4 decades. Together, we've achieved what eluded politicians of both parties for a century. We've moved 20 million more Americans from uninsured to insured, ending the days of discrimination against up to half of Americans who have a pre-existing condition, and secured new rights and protections for everybody with health insurance. Together, we brought home most of our brave troops from Iraq and Afghanistan, took bin Laden and thousands of other terrorists off the battlefield for good. We've opened a new chapter with the people of Cuba, shut down Iran's nuclear weapons program without firing a single shot, and brought the world together around a climate agreement that could save this planet for future generations. By these measures, and many more, we have made America a better, stronger place for the generation that follows ours. We've run our leg in a long journey of progress, knowing that our work is and will always be unfinished. That's the imperative of citizenship, the idea that with hard work, people who love their country can change it. That'll be the focus of my farewell to you this Tuesday, and I hope you'll tune in. Thanks, and have a great weekend.
Obama insists he still has hope but takes aim at Trump with pro-immigration speech, urging Americans to politicize and fight racism, as he, Malia and Joe all cry, but Michelle keeps her cool. President Barack Obama rode into the White House on a message of hope and change, but he told his supporters tonight, as he delivered his final address in office, "You were to change," and encouraged them to continue standing up for their values after his departure. "Yes, we can. Yes, we did. Yes, we can," Obama said, a reference to his 2008 slogan and a nod to the future progress he expects backers of his brand of politics to make. He never mentioned his successor by name on Tuesday evening but made multiple references to President-elect Donald Trump, declaring to loud clapping and cheers that science and reason matter and he rejects discrimination against Muslim Americans. The soon-to-be former president also decried the selective sorting of facts he said members of the Republican Party have embraced. In a 50-minute speech, Obama further took on the touchy topic of race, saying that talk of a post-racial America after he was elected was never realistic. He condemned the framing of economic disagreements as a battle between hard-working white middle class and an undeserving minority and called immigrant children brown kids in a line that was intended to be a jab at Republicans and drew thunderous applause. "Regardless of the station that we occupy, we all have to try harder. We all have to start with the premise that each of our fellow citizens loves this country just as much as we do, that they value hard work and family just like we do, that their children are just as curious and hopeful and worthy of love as our own," Obama said. The president was accompanied on his trip by First Lady Michelle Obama and their elder daughter, Malia. The White House said younger daughter Sasha, 15, did not attend because she has a test in the morning. Revisiting high points in American history like the suffrage movement and the battle at Iwo Jima, Obama said, "That's what we mean when we say America is exceptional. Not that our nation has been flawless from the start, but that we have shown the capacity to change and make life better for those who follow." Obama admitted that, yes, our progress has been uneven. He said, "The work of democracy has always been hard. It's always been contentious. Sometimes it's been bloody. That's why I leave this stage tonight even more optimistic about this country than I was when we started. Because I know our work has not only helped so many Americans, it has inspired so many Americans, especially so many young people out there, to believe you can make a difference, to hitch your wagon to something bigger than yourselves. This generation coming up, unselfish, altruistic, creative, patriotic, I've seen you in every corner of the country. You believe in a fair, just, inclusive America. You know that constant change has been America's hallmark, something not to fear but to embrace, and you are willing to carry this hard work of democracy forward. You'll soon outnumber any of us, and I believe as a result that the future is in good hands. My fellow Americans, it has been the honor of my life to serve you. I won't stop. In fact, I will be right there with you, as a citizen, for all my days that remain. For now, whether you're young or young at heart, I do have one final ask of you as your president, the same thing I asked when you took a chance on me 8 years ago. I am asking you to believe, not in my ability to bring about change, but in yours. I am asking you to hold fast to that faith written into our founding documents, that idea whispered by slaves and abolitionists, that spirit sung by immigrants and homesteaders and those who marched for justice, that creed reaffirmed by those who planted flags from foreign battlefields to the surface of the moon, a creed at the core of every American whose story is not yet written. Yes, we can. Yes, we did. Yes, we can. Thank you. God bless you. And may God continue to bless the United States of America.